So Yogi had great love and concern both for me and for the ashram. So he was very keen. He had the attention that he had shown to this ashram was so much. This ashram is running now 24 years or 20. We didn't have a single problem. There was no problem of any sort for this ashram. It is because his full graces. And he would always love to, there was some kind of a connect. He made a connect. He connected me with him somewhere. So there is always, a great joy, He never once gave any spiritual instructions. He always loved me, and anything connected to me, he loved. My mom came and stayed here. She was 85. I don't know. I didn't tell him because I don't want to bother him with any of my ashram. I just keep quiet, but he would pull my tongue and make me speak. So one day he came here in the morning and said, "Where is your mother staying?" Then I told her, "This is the room." So my mother had her bath and came with the wet sari. So Yogi entered her room. Amma ukkarnde. He asked my mother to sit. And then he sat before her for half an hour. He was in the mother's room, blessing her, blessing her, blessing her. So after that, he came to room number 10, where you are staying. Yogi ji stayed there in that room for some time. He said, I said, "Shall I give you something to drink? Bring water from your mother's room." So he brought them out. So he drank that water and then blessed. From that day onwards, it's very interesting. My mom lived here for 2 years or so. She didn't want to go back. She wanted to die here. I said, "Okay, be here." She was living here for her last 2 years, or 1.5 years or 2 years. Now all the 1.5 years, 2 years, because he used to come in this road few times a day, morning, 6 o'clock, then 9 o'clock, then again 4 o'clock, then returning. So both, somehow or other we would, any time in all these 2 years or 1.5 years, whenever he would see, the car would stop, the hands would come down like that. He would take my hands, would ask 2 questions. How is your mother? Is everything all right in your ashram? I would say yes, yes. The standard question, the standard answer for 2 years. Very interestingly, sometimes we would meet even 2 times or 3 times in the same day. It is very interesting. Suppose I go out in 6 o'clock, he would be coming, So you meet. Then 7 o'clock, again you may be meeting. So once it so happened, while he goes to Yogi Ashram, I met, again he stopped the car, took my hand, asked the same thing. How is your mother? Is everything all right in your ashram? Yes, bless us and goes. Just after 1 hour, some more other we met. Again the same question, the same answer. And you don't feel that he had asked you just half an hour back. You feel this is the first time in his life he is asking. That is, a yogi, a saint, always lives in the present, not in the past. So this also a great lesson you can learn by living with a saint. Because, so you would not do it. If you ask me, "How are you, sir?" After half an hour, you would not ask me that. It looks very odd. Because we continue to live in the past. So our present is occupied by the past. So, because the past, the question came, since we are living in the past, so we would not question it again. But in his case, it is not like that. He always lived in the present. So, you would not find, it is odd. It seems for the first time in his life he is asking. He would have asked the same question 2-3 times in a day or in 1 or 2 days. But it is always fresh, always new.
Yes.
So that way, in every aspect, he would, pay attention to our ashram. Generally, I would meet him, and it so happened, he never once turned me down. He always called me, whenever, which I didn't know, which I thought common. Then Deviki told me, no, it is not like that. You are the only one who is allowed to meet him at Sudama all the time. Somehow I got into the habit of going there like a... And he would always call me, sit and talk like that. And sometimes he would ask all questions about the ashram. Whose land is this? Where is he? And who gave the money for this? He would ask all the time. Why this building was built like this? Then he would say, how do you get money? How do you get money? Paisa. Where did you get money? What are you doing in the ashram? You are feeding people. How do you get money? Some people give him some money. Do you have any fixed charges that this must be paid? No, it was not like that. Somebody comes and pays. So it is going on. Even I am not very sure. Some money is coming, some money is being spent like that. Do you write accounts? No, I am not writing any accounts. Why? Why are you not writing accounts? No, once I wrote simple accounts, like income, expenditure. 1 year I wrote. So when the year was over, when the balance was shown, it is 4 rupees 25 paise. Yeah, 4 rupees 20. I said, why do you write all these things and dropped it? He was laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. And this he was doing in the presence of the ashram administrator. The ashram was being governed by one Mr. Mani. So when I met the yogi, Mani was there. So he was asking me about my ashram, about the finance, about the expenditure, about everything. And how much money you have, all these things, what is the... He said, deposits, how many deposits you have? Deposits? So, I have 4 rupees 25. Where to deposit? There are no deposits. Oh, money! Did you see? He has no deposits. And laugh and laugh and laugh. Then he would again turn back. See, money, Swami does not know. How does the money come? How does the money go? And would laugh and laugh and laugh. Well, like that he would, enlivening thing, and it would be always a teaching for someone behind that. It would be a pointer to him that how an ashram should be indirectly. And he would do it smilingly, laughingly, with a great roar and all these things. So he would bless me.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar.